So imagine that you go to a river, throw your fishing line, and you make a good catch. You bring the fish back home, prepare a hearty meal, unaware that upriver, a metal mining or processing, petroleum processing facility was discharging its effluents into the river, and its waste products was affecting the fish populations in the area. One of those waste products was a radioactive form of radium-226Ra. Radium is a metal and a radionuclide and is naturally abundant in the environment, but it tends to occur more frequently near industrial sites. Upon its release, radium tends to distribute itself in the environment, but binds preferably to the sediment. For fish that breed and feed on the sediment, this is a problem because radium is bioaccumulative, carcinogenic, it is a calcium analog, and a bone seeker. Aside from the fact that these industries produce great benefit for Canada, it does not have a water quality guideline that protects aquatic organisms from 226Ra exposure. In addition, there is no data on many aquatic organisms. Therefore, it is imperative that we establish one. In generating a water quality guideline for 226Ra in Canadian aquatic ecosystems, our first objective is to study the effects of radium in the early life stages of fishes because these are the most sensitive to environmental pollutants. Second, because we also know that radium preferably binds to sediment, our next objective is to use a novel environmental systems design that incorporates an alga, a worm, and a fish to statistically model how radium moves through a simple food chain under a worst-case scenario. So far, the only thing we know is that bottom-feeding fish are most at risk. Third, because we also know that radium is a bone seeker and a calcium analog, our next objective is to look at its bone toxicity to see how the deposition of radium on the bone affects bone cell populations, bone microstructures, and swimming performance when these fish are exposed in early life. Overall, our research objectives will create new data that will improve monitoring efforts for fish populations in Canadian aquatic ecosystems with the goal to determine if the current levels that are in the environment are safe and those that are being discharged are not harming the fish. Our preliminary results indicate they may be. Thank you.